Well, listen, guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, teachers and fellow classmates. Remember, I had to say that in grade 2, the most terrorizing thing in the world back in grade school for me, I'd make sure I was sick that day, was public speaking. I really could not imagine myself doing it. And now today it's just absolutely a habitual habit because it produces money. But anyhow, I want to thank you all personally for taking the time to get on this call tonight. The reason why we're here, the reason why we're on this call is to empower a community, to empower a business opportunity, to put a lot of money in your pockets. And I'm not kidding. I'm not here to hype you out like other Zoom calls or presentations, kind of maybe one day we'll do this, one day we'll do that. We're doing it. We have some pretty big statistics here right now. I can kind of tell you this, if I remember correctly, we've only been 3.5 days into this project, and I think we're hitting 12,700 people estimated, not 100% accurate, but just kind of hovering around there, if not more, maybe just a little bit less. So I want to congratulate every single one of you, 12,700 people in a team, like a whole corporate team, really. And some of you have organizations already now that you've never probably experienced before. I think that's a beautiful thing. So I really want to stick with the game plan here. I just don't want to see this for you become another self-sabotage in some which way, shape, or form. This is something we really need to apply ourselves with, because I really believe I can see some of you right now here on video feed. I know what your checks are going to look like once we open the door. We are in free launch right now. We're going to progress to pre-launch, and then you're going to see a fully blown back office, fully blown website. Right now, we're putting the foundation down, laying the cement for the framework to be put up. You know how it is. Have you ever seen a building under construction? But we were pretty excited. So there's 6 of us that are partners in this. Really, our CEO's out of Las Vegas. He's a brilliant mind, really hooked up to the banking community, the political world. Life's an inside job. It's not what you know. Very powerful connections that most people could only, dream about. So the real backbones behind this is about a decade old. What we've done here is, just so you understand, we've taken a model, we talked about it, we said we'd come together and build it on an already existing platform as far as infrastructure company, banking, merchant accounts, MLM attorneys. The whole package is the real deal here. It's not like some of those Mickey Mouse programs out there on the internet that, well, I'm not going to put anyone's company down tonight, but you know what? This is the real deal. I mean, there's a lot of anal mindset that goes into this for compliance, federal regulations, throughout North America, Canada, the US. And because we're a digital product, we've expanded around the world at rapid speed. To be truthfully honest with you, if we're going to do something like this, I'm not interested in a physical product. The shipping and handling, I'm getting complaints from people that are in other deals out there. The shipping and handling to other countries are like $80, $70. They have to wait, time delayed, everything. Digital is instantaneous, and we are living in an instantaneous society. We're living in a cellular society. We're living in a microwave society. We're living in an opportunity of a world where our children want everything now. Even in the educational system, people are evacuating schools, and they're now moving to an online world. We're now shopping online. We're now having our groceries delivered online. Everything is going online. So, it's amazing. I watch my daughter. She's got a clothing allowance of a significant amount of money for a month, and nothing she does is coming out of a shopping mall. We have Amazon. We have all these different companies coming to our house at least 4 times a day, no exaggeration. So what does that tell me? It tells me that as a marketer, it tells me as somebody that's been in this industry for 43, 44, 45 years. I don't know the math. Got started at the end of 1978, 44 years. Figure it out. I take a look at trends and I see, where are we going in the future? Do I want to be a part of something that's still 1980-ish, 1990-ish, 2018-ish? Is it still the same thing, same comp plan, same products, different labels, different names of companies, different leaders, whatever it is? I'm not into that. I like to think I'm a whole lot smarter than that. All right. So it was really important for us when we put this program together and presented it to the other partners that we had something different. This industry is flat. From my personal opinion, this industry is flat. It's boring. Compensation plans are, they're still the same. Nothing's changed, right? So we needed to look for something that would be cutting edge. Companies, corporations, marketing departments always want the leading edge, going into the marketplace, making something new to create what's called a feeding frenzy. Well, we've got something neat, exciting, kind of new. I used this mechanism back in 2015. Why did it take so long to come back out? Another company copied it about 8-9 months ago, but we had this out here 2015. And then, we should have brought it out sooner, but basically what it is, it's a Nitroline customization to a compensation plan. When we had it out in 2015, January 3rd, I got on, I did the very first Zoom. I was the spokesperson for the company. All right, that was it. I was the spokesperson for the company. And the really cool thing about it was I also got to build a team of 487,000 people in my downline in 74 days. When I say we, Tracy and I had our own downline. We're partners, of course, but I always say the I am or the we. But, that's Tracy and I. We had 487,000 people in our downline, 74 days. I don't think anyone in the history of network marketing has ever done that before, but I've got little weapons behind me, top secret stuff that I use in order to pull these things off. All right. Some of us do different things than other people out there, and we're going to teach you the really cool stuff. So here we are in 2013. The future is digital. The future is instantaneous. The future is not in physicality. It really, really isn't if you want to make and expedite your paycheck. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to teach every single one of you what's called a simple exercise in prosperity, where you can put a significant amount of money, potentially speaking, in your hip city pocket bank. And if you don't know where your hip city pocket bank is, it's about 2 inches below your belt. All right. So when people say, oh, it looks like you gained weight, you're going to have some pretty thick pockets. All right. And that's the idea here. And I'm not playing games with you. I really, really don't know how to do this, but I want you to listen to me. I hope you will take this more serious than anything you've ever taken serious before in a business opportunity, unless you're crushing something out there right now to the tune of making minimum $100,000 a month. Then I respect that. But if you're just talking, you're making $3,000-4,000 a month, you can do that here. But you know what? This is going to be the next level up for you, without question, without doubt. Now, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we got friends. We are different from everything else out there in the industry. All right. We got a couple silly marketers out there and other companies yapping. I totally get it. They're amateurs. They don't know what they're doing. They're not making money in their program. I took a look at their comp plan and it tells me there's no money in it. All right. And the power systems behind these companies, they don't work in certain compensation plans. And I'll talk about that in a second when you really understand how compensation plans work. So we formulated this. We said, what's the biggest problem in the industry? All right. So think about this word solution. We are solving the biggest problem in this industry, despite what outsiders say. They don't have a clue anyhow. If they did, they would be here right now on this call. The biggest problem in this industry for brand new people, and take this from a Yoda Jedi master, the biggest problem in this industry is not getting people to join your company. The biggest problem in this industry is getting people to work. And you know why people don't work? Most of the time because they're distracted. They have low self-esteem. They don't feel good about themselves. They were like I was in grade 3 or 4. I would stay away from school if public speaking was involved. Shy, scared, introverted, not feeling good, kind of hiding behind the scenes. Who do I go to? What do I say? Always looking for their upline to bail them out. Have you ever heard people doing three-way calls all the time? I've never done a three-way call, I don't think. And for me personally, I've never needed an upline to do a three-way call in, 28 years, right? Usually I have to help the company owners. And it's usually because some of us take this industry serious. And that's why some of us live in big houses. You have that same opportunity too, but you have to have a love and a passion for this industry. It's not, hey man, I think I'm in this program now, I'm going to get rich, I threw my money in it. That is absolutely ludicrous. It's going to take some work. but what we've done for the entire industry. So it's kind of like for the entire industry, every company from affiliate marketing to MLM, they should be looking at us like the second coming. And I'm not talking about religion, because we are here to help everybody in the industry, not just the people here in our company, but we are the saviors of this industry. And let me tell you why. All right. And I really believe this to be true. Sounds funny. You're giggling, you're laughing, you're saying, yeah. You know what? The person would get chewed up in a debate if they wanted to play that game. Honestly, here's why we are different and why we're significant and others are not. Okay. We saw a need in the marketplace. Does that make sense? We saw the opportunity to create a solution. Does that make sense? We saw people getting involved in business opportunities and becoming a part of a dead downline club. Dead downlines do not lie. And I know, like, I'm used to sponsoring about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people personally in a business opportunity. Not my downline. I just do that for personal sponsorship. All right. But what I find is that the 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people that I might personally sponsor into a business, a lot of them don't do any work because the companies we're promoting do not have the structure in order to enhance the experience for the people we're bringing in. So the companies themselves are actually killing their mission statement. It doesn't matter if they're health and nutrition or, crypto companies or whatever it is. Here's the missing ingredient: people. We live on a planet called planet Earth. If you take water and oxygen off this planet, everything dies. All right, everything dies. If you take people out of a company dies. If people do not gravitate to a company like a magnetic pull, the company dies. Your downlines die. Everything dies. So we've got a concept called We Got Friends. And with We Got Friends, it allows those that come to a business opportunity that join, pay their money, start feeling remorse, buyer regret type of feelings because they don't know what to do. And then they say the company sucks, or the product sucks. And that's not true. They're lying most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. What they're really saying is, I'm in a lot of emotional pain right now. I paid money and I don't have anyone interested in the business. Why don't they have anyone interested in the business? Because the company does not cater to their needs. Okay, that's why. And so every person I've talked to in the last year say, oh, Val, I brought 54 people into this company. I sponsored 17 people. And you know what? They feel really good about themselves. But then 3 months later, they don't feel good about themselves. I say, why don't you feel good about yourself? You know why? Because the 17 or 54 people they brought in the program are duds. They're not doing nothing. The downline's dead. Oh, look, I brought all these people and we're going to get rich. No, you're not. Your downline sucks. Tell the truth. And it's not that they're bad people. It's not that they really suck. Your company sucks. Your system sucks. Your marketing sucks. You're not helping your people. And you don't help your people by telling them to write out a list of 100 names of people they know. You don't help your people by telling them to go out on Facebook and build contacts and build relationships with people. People don't have the guts to do that. It sounds good in theory, and I do it. I mean, I've had over 3 million people in my downline. Very few people in the world have ever done that. But I'm different. And I know that I'm different, but not everyone's like that. Okay? So I can't expect that to be duplicated. The only thing ever duplicated successfully in the history of network marketing is failure. Nothing else. Duplication has never worked until we have an opportunity to make it work now. In my 44 years, I have never seen duplication work. And I'm not an idiot. I'm a guy that gets offered $1 million to be offered to be a master distributor in companies, and I tell them to kiss my tush. I am not a prostitute and I don't work for a pimp. All right? I make more money than they do. So here's the deal. Okay? Here's the deal. We got friends. We got more friends than Carter has liver pills. Why? Because we've created an environment to create friends. And then specifically, why are you here? You're looking to solve the biggest problem in the industry. Number one, people have no one to talk to. You cannot expect the average brand new newbie marketer to go out there and contact their family and friends. You cannot expect them to be powerhouses in social media. Any guru tells you that, any upline pretend to be leader. There are very few leaders in this industry, by the way. Any leader that tells you that's what you need to do, no offense, but, come to one of my classes and I'll make you cry. And I say that in a fun-loving way to build character in people and start telling the truth. The bottom line is, if I'm going to be in a business opportunity and I'm a brand new person, I want a system where I don't want to go out there and try to generate traffic myself. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to be running solo ads. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to be taking all these superstar courses on the internet because most of them are crappy anyhow. Not all of them, but you know what? I'm not paying 25 grand for that. I'm not paying 2,000 for this. I'm not paying 800 for that. I'm not paying 200 for this. I don't want a damn book to read. I don't want to hear somebody's tape. I don't want any motivational quotes. Give that to somebody that wants to fail. I don't want to fail. You know what I want? I want customers. Give me the customers. Let's get rid of all the daisies and the flowers and stuff. I don't want roses. I want customers. So what we've done here is we've created a community, a sanctuary, a mechanism here where you can have 100 customers potentially per month. We have the second largest media generating company out there in North America. The broker is out of Atlanta, where we are getting for our subscribers 100 opt-in leads per month. Now, are they all going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Somebody once said to me, hey, I bought leads from this company, I bought leads in that company. And you know what? They said, the leads are bad and this and that. Well, you know what? When you're talking to Yoda, you know what Yoda's going to tell you? Leads are only as good as the communicator. Put me on a phone with a lead, I own them. And my mission is to help you learn how to own people. These little Mickey Mouse leaders running around the air saying, the leads suck, they're losers. I have no problem telling you that. They have never been trained by somebody that knows how to work leads. I trained over 30,000 telemarketers in my lifetime, got paid too much money to do it. So we're going to show you techniques from emailing to texting to actually how to have a conversation with somebody to be able to own them when you're on the phone, even if they say they don't have any money, even if they say, I'm on welfare and, my wife left me last week and I really don't know what I'm doing. You can still have an opportunity to save that person, because most of the time when you're on the phone with people, they're basically qualifying you, they're weeding you out, they want to get rid of you. But when you have the right questions with the right answers, all of a sudden that person that's negative on the phone, why are you calling me? I hate your guts. Don't call me back ever again. I like to own those people. And then they start saying, oh my God, where did you come from? You're like an angel. These are the things you should be learning in business, but no guru on the internet teaches that. You know why? Because they go to all those damn events and get hyped out by people that don't know what they're talking about on stage. Okay. So anyhow, the next obstacle is not only the lead factor. The next obstacle is, how do you close a deal? How do you get into somebody's head and take their subconscious mind and feed it and almost make them beg you to want to get involved in your business opportunity? See, many of you have been taught to sell the conscious mind. You don't know how to use hypnosis to get into people's heads in conversation. I've been married 3 times to 3 strangers. Didn't even know who they were. But I married every single person I've ever wanted to marry in this lifetime. So what am I saying? I'm saying if there's any ladies on this line tonight, you better get off the call right now, because you might be married to me in the end of 8 months, because I know what to say to get you to say yes. Trust me. I say that in a fun, loving way. Don't be offended. I love you and everything. But I'm just saying, some of us are really good at what we do. All right. So leads and closing is what the industry is missing. The industry's got hype. It's got smoke and mirrors, and it's got a lot of BS out there with it. All right. I just want leads and I want to close. Thank you very much. That gives me a paycheck. Your philosophies give me nothing but a pain in the butt. All right. So that's what happens to new people right there. Everyone wants to get away from them. Stay away from me. I don't want to hear anything from you. Get your damn link out of my face. Stop spamming me. Don't call me back ever again. Okay. Obstacle number 2. Do you know how to close the deal? Yes or no? Some of you do. And you're at a real advantage here right now, because with what we've got going on here with We Got Friends is we're not asking people for money. It's brilliant. If every network marketing opportunity, if every MLM opportunity out there in the industry was smart, they would be on their CEOs would be on this call tonight. Get rid of their master distributors and come to us and we'll show them how to do it. It's got to be free. You can never, ever ask people on the front end for money. I mean, you can, but that's not what you do. All right. When I bought my Ferrari, when I bought my AMG, when I bought 19 BMWs, I didn't just walk in and say, oh, okay, here's my $485,000 for my Ferrari. And oh, here's $220,000 for a BMW. I got to have the cars for X amount of period of time. I got to drive them, test drive them, have fun with them. And then I'd go back and say, oh my God, I have to own this. I have to own this. And then my checkbook would open up and boom, I'd do the transfer of cash right into their account. I don't know anyone that would ever go out and buy a $200,000 car without taking it for a test drive unless they just had money to pee away. All right. All right. So losing my voice a little bit. I guess I'm getting a little bit loud here. My wife's going to start yelling at me. Why are you yelling on that call? We can hear you upstairs. All right. So what we've done is definitely we've aligned ourselves with one of the largest media sources in the world. Every single month, this is really important to me. Listen to me, folks. Every single month, you are guaranteed 100 new friends. I remember there were times that some of my people in my downlines, they would send $200 to this company, $300 to that company. They would do something that you call a co-op. Hey, let's all put $50 together and buy some leads. I get it, right? Because nobody's been trained properly. They've all been trained by people that don't know how to build a business. So the beautiful thing here is there's no guarantees, right? You do a solo ad, you're paying for 500 clicks. What's the guarantee? Nothing. Here, you are guaranteed in exchange for your money, which is next to nothing. Other companies aren't going to be able to duplicate this in most cases because they don't have the sources that I have to pull this off. Okay, 100 leads guaranteed every month to work with. We have the scripts, we have the know-how, we have the knowledge to communicate to them. We did a little test. I had one of my guys do a test. All as he did, I'm going to tell you this. I gave him, I think, 98 leads. He texted out, just sat there on his cell phone and texted out to, I don't even know if he got through all 98, but he got a 14% response. That is insanity. That's really good. Not a 3%, not a 4%, 14%. You know why? Because we taught him what to say. And a lot of the people just, we didn't connect. So with the leads, you're going to get the first name, the last name, the email address, their mailing address if you want to send out postcards for your other business opportunities, and you get their cell phone number. Isn't that pretty cool? Like most of them are supposed to be cell phone numbers as I know it. That's pretty exciting. And then what else did I want to tell you about it? They're time dated and stamped. And when we get them as a company, we get them as 2 days old, not 90 days or 30 days like that, that goofball on the internet saying because he's scared of us. 90 days, 2 days old. And then by the time we get them to you, they're either 3 days or 4 days. But you know what? We're going to teach you really cool methodologies to reach out to these people. So, they say the average person in multi-level marketing sponsors 2.2. That came out of some convention, I believe, in 1991 out of San Diego. That's one of the biggest mythical lies I've ever heard in my life. The average person sponsors maybe 0.00. 2 hairs up my leg from my ankle. They do nothing. All right? They do nothing. But that's going to change because we put something in play that nobody else in the history of marketing has put into play. Wait till you see our training academy. Like people are going to be coming in when they hear what's going on in our back office. And, wait till you see Dave Dubbs and myself together. We're kind of like the tag team champions of the world. Nobody can touch us. All right? So here's how this works. We got friends. What are you receiving? I mean, really, what's the product? What's the product that has our MLM attorney really excited? And when he looks at other business opportunities that are kind of similar with similar comp plans and similar things, he says those are illegal because they don't have a physical product. They're selling memberships. So how does it work here? All right. So when you have a real attorney, this is why they get excited because they say, you guys are only charging $69.95 for all of this? Yeah, sorry about that. It's not $169. No, it's $69.95. $20 one-time setup fee. That's just one time, $69.95 a month. So for $69.95 a month, what would I be exchanging $69.95 a month for? Great question. Number one, Digital Hacks Training Library. Well, what's a Digital Hacks Training Library? It's like a 9th degree black belt school. Do you know that I can close any human being that walks the face of the earth? As long as they know how to speak English and they're not mentally ill, I can get all of you on this call to say yes in less than 7 seconds. Not to buying something, but to at least evaluating what I want you to see. There are several questions that I can get out of my mouth in less than 7 seconds that will force you to say yes, even if you want to say no, or you look absolutely beyond stupid. It's all power of words, power of psychology, transitional words, all right? Powerful stuff. I would have to say yes, and I don't need anything you got, okay? Digital Hacks Library, somebody's going to say to you, so how much does this thing cost me for any program you're working? So, so that business opportunity you're working, John, how much does that thing cost? Well, if you're somebody that's been trained by a deadbeat, guru on the internet, you're going to say something like this. Well, it's $100 to get started, and then it's $20 a month, and then you got to pay shipping and handling. And if you live in the international side, like, hey, Val, you live in Canada, there's an American dollar exchange or something like that, and then you got to pay 36% more. And then, the company, they don't tell you this, but they add another $5 on for shipping and handling because the owner needs a new Louis Vuitton purse for his wife. So 100,000 distributors times an extra $5 on the shipping and handling, pretending that it's really part of the shipping and handling, but it's a, GoFundMe program. Well, that's another $500,000 a month coming into the company. I shouldn't be telling you this stuff. These are tricks to the trade. I've been corporate for too many years in this industry. I know how they get their Bentleys and stuff. So anyhow, bottom line is this. Digital hacks. Somebody says to you, Val, how much does your business opportunity cost? I give them less than 7 words and they say yes to me all the time. Let's do this. I'm going to teach you in the back office. Dubs, he's got his own techniques too. He's amazing. He and I together, like the heavyweight champions of the world. I'm not trying to be an arrogant goof on the call. I'm telling you that we're going to teach you guys and gals to be the elite marketers of the industry, so you don't have to run around like all these potato heads pitching deals that don't know how to do it. It's not their fault. It's just they've never had anyone in the industry do it. And by going to Vegas and going to an event, you're not going to learn how to be better. You're going to learn how to max your credit card out. All right. That's just the rules of the game. We got friends. Oh, there's so much more in the Digital Hacks Library. You're going to get scripts. You're going to get somebody ask you, well, how much money are you making? And then you're going to panic and your heart's going to palpitate. And you're going to say, oh my God, I got to get my upline on the phone or something. And you're going to say, oh, well, I haven't made any money yet, but I'm going to make money and I'm just kind of new at this. But my upline's making $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month. That's absolutely one of the most ridiculous, insane answers I've ever heard in my life. You never, ever, ever say something that dumb. But again, it's not anyone's fault. We've all been taught, myself included, by some of the dumbest millionaires in the industry. That's not what you say to somebody. We got friends lead store. This is what our lawyer really loves. Okay, we have an MLM attorney out of California, loves this. What's a lead store? Well, since we can generate, right now, we can get anywhere from 12 to 14 million leads a month. We can basically get more than that if we want to, if we want to pay to do that, we can get more. But the really cool thing is we've created independent lead stores for each and every single one of you, which means you'll have an independent site. And so now you have a retail store online. So you become like the outlet on the internet that sells tools and shovels and picks to the industry. So now you can have leads, and maybe your clients want weight loss leads. Maybe they want women's leads, stay-at-home mom leads, stay-at-home dad leads, male, female leads. Those type of things. So the prices will range from, various different prices. Some people just want a bunch of leads for cell phones, for texting. So the prices will be different. So you'll be like a restaurant. You'll have a retail product line, not an MLM product line, a retail product line. You'll have a store online and you'll be able to retail your leads. All right. You'll have a wide range. Okay. It's powerful stuff when you really see what's going on here. And then last but not least, I'm really excited about this. A lot of people probably don't understand why I'm excited about it, because I see this being something that mainstream society is going to love us for. It's called LinkedIn Bio Savings Club, a consumer savings club that makes a whole lot of sense to me. And I think it's going to empower people. I would come in just for that one source. So let's talk a little bit about LinkedIn Bio Savings Club. What makes this really exciting when you look at that display? This is what blows me away. We just went through hell. We just went through hell as a humanitarian group on this planet. We had something unleashed on us that wasn't very nice, COVID. All right. Some of you had bad experiences with it. You lost family members, loved ones. Some of you are forced to do things you never wanted to do. Okay. I get it. One of the things that I noticed in my community, I live in a very wealthy community, doctors, lawyers, car dealership owners, hockey arena owners. One of our colleagues owns the Edmonton Oilers hockey team. He's worth about $4 billion. Doesn't live too far away. My point being is those people still go to work every single day. But one of my buddies is one of the top tax attorneys in all of Canada. He's a genius, professor and everything, but he owns one of the biggest firms in Canada. He said to me, he said, Val, he said, I wasn't sure what you did, because he said you kind of sit around the house and you don't do too much, and you're out there walking your dogs and you're out there washing all your, well, not all your cars, but I see you washing several cars every single day. And I'm going to work and I'm paying, big bucks for a penthouse suite downtown for our office, which has something like 300 lawyers. And he says, this COVID thing, he says, I had to stay home. And he says, I think I like it. He says, I think I really like staying at home. He says, you have any idea how much money I'm saving? Not that he needs to save money anyhow, because he owns like 37 restaurants too and stuff like that. But he says, it's pretty cool to be able to stay at home. He says, I kind of like your style now. He didn't understand it at first, but he likes it. And so what's my point? My point is many people want to stay at home. Seniors want to stay at home. They don't want to work at Walmart. They don't want to wash dishes. They don't necessarily want to be doing things they're forced to do because the government doesn't give a damn about anybody other than themselves. They're narcissistic sociopaths, as far as I'm concerned, in many ways. So the bottom line is this: our seniors are suffering. Parents are suffering. Single moms, single dads, they're suffering. We can give back all through this. And I'm not talking about like those MLM companies say, well, we're donating $20 to this cause, which they usually don't anyhow, but it's a nice front. No, we're allowing you to take advantage of the society we're living in. We're living in a cellular society. We're living in a microwave society. I'm sitting here while I'm doing this conference call. Look at me. Everyone look at me. What am I doing? My cell phone's here. I can't get away from it. I'm watching the hockey game while I'm talking. How many people do you know how to watch a hockey game and talk? I have to do it. I'm addicted to my cell phone, and so is the rest of the world. So what's my point? We're living in a cellular society. So what's my point? When you're smart, you understand business, you see the trends. What's the trend, Val? Tell me what this is all about. I'll tell you what it's all about. Corporations are going in a different direction. Restaurants are closing down. There's a lot of ghost kitchens popping up. Many stores, shopping malls are shutting down. The banking community is changing their ways. Everything's changing their ways. They're not putting cashiers there anymore. It's self-checkout and everything just about up here. Things are changing. So I'm looking at this as a marketing, expert, and I'm saying, okay, so what's happening, dude? What's happening is we're being forced, whether we like it or not, to live on our cell phones. My daughter just bought me dinner tonight on the cell phone. We had Skip the Dishes come up here about an hour and a half ago and brought me Swiss chalet, which is chicken and potatoes and, whatever, pierogies and stuff. They came to our house and dropped it off. We don't cook in this house anymore because we don't have time. We're living on our cell phones. We're too busy being sucked into this vortex. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying now all the stores, you know why we ordered Swiss chalet? We got a discount. Why do we have a discount? Because they forced us to download their application. It's now human behavior that's making money for them. And for those of us that are smart enough, we can line our pockets with money to the tunes of thousands of dollars. So what we have here right in front of you is absolutely genius. There's Papa John's. Hey, Mr. Smith, the bill's $63.06. Oh, but if you use our app, it's $47, sir. They don't have to pay for TV commercials anymore. They don't have to send flyers in the mail. They don't have to do nothing because they own me. The app's on my phone. I'm there with it every day. It's a part of my life. The Hilton Hotel, $136, Mr. Smith, in Nashville. Go downstairs, check out, show them my phone, take a look at my phone, knock off $50. I pay $85 for my room. Thank you very much. Check this out. I'm going to show you here. I'll take you through this one. This blows my mind. Jamie in Ohio. We've got all these apps. Dave Dubs collected all these really cool apps. And let me defend what you're going to say to me in a second. I'm going to rebuttal everything here like the best attorney on the planet. Watch me go tonight. I'm getting psyched up. You ready for the freaking elite stuff? I'm going to leave some elite stuff because I had some guy question me. I had to turn him inside out and chew him up like a baby seal. All right. Jamie from Ohio. Gotta love Jamie. Guy's amazing. Jamie from Ohio. He's got one of the apps. He can get $30 for every person he gets to download the app and use it. And they get $30 too. Jamie says, he says, you know what? I got 10 people that download the app today. He says, I'm not even in your program. I'm not building anything. He says, I'm just getting people to download this damn link. I'm putting $30 in my pocket every time they use the app, $300 days. Nothing to do with MLM, nothing to do with affiliate, nothing to do with cryptocurrency, nothing to do with Forex trading, nothing to do with fake traders and stuff like that. Just $30 for every person that's living their life and doing their thing. You know many people out there don't want nothing to do with biz ops because they haven't been educated in the smart area of life, but they just want to be cool, right? They shop. If you did that like a few times a week, you'd be putting like $2,000-$3,000 a week in your pocket, $2,000-$3,000 a month in your pocket without any business opportunity. And we've got a few other apps that do some incredible things here too. Jordan in Maryland. Anyone know where Maryland is? I'm a Canadian. I'm not sure where Maryland is, but Maryland, right? Okay, so Jordan's been using the gas app. You saw the fuel tabs running around the industry for a while, right? They've died out. They're done. They're cooked. It's game over. People aren't buying fuel tabs anymore. So what's even better than fuel tabs? Well, I'll tell you, having a cashback app. Jordan told me the other day that she's got the cashback app. She doesn't use it religiously. I said, why don't you use it religiously? Just, go in and let them swipe it. She said, I don't know. But she said over the last 6 weeks, this is going into the 7th week this week, she has $76 kicked back into her account in 6 weeks. That's pretty cool. And if she starts sharing her app with other people, she'll start getting a very small percentage. I know one guy that's making probably about $350, $370 a month with his cashback app by sharing it with other people too. Every time they go to the gas station and fill up, he gets a small percentage of that and it's adding up on his account. So you can literally change the world, change society by allowing senior citizens, casual drivers, people that drive to work, to be able to literally have gas fully paid for every month. Wouldn't that be wicked if you didn't have a bill for your gasoline? You wouldn't care less if it was like $11 a gallon, like up in Canada. My American friends are crying about $4 a gallon. It hasn't been $4 a gallon in Canada for 30 years. So God bless you all, Fantastic. And then Dave from Tennessee, I just want to share this with you. This blows my mind. So Dave has some really nice cars. I've been collecting cars for a while. Dave has some nice cars. He's got 6 really nice cars that are worth some money. And I'm talking about worth some money. They're over $100,000 as cars. And so anyhow, we were on a Zoom call, a private Zoom call, just Tracy, I think Dave and Dave Dubs and a couple other people. And we're sitting there and Dubs says, hey guys. That's not what Dubs says. He says, hey guys. That's the way Dubs talks. He says, hey guys. And we said, hey, yeah. He says, check this out. Look what I found. So, and he already knew what he found. He just wanted to surprise us. So he pulls up this app in front of us on a Zoom call, and he opens up the app and he says, watch this. He says, I'm going to punch some numbers in here. So Dubs has his insurance with a particular company, but with this app for Americans in the United States, I wish it was in Canada. It's not. He punches in the information, his costs and his premiums per month, and it comes back $345 discounted per month on 6 cars. That's $4,140 a year. If he didn't look for that app, he would be taking out of his pocket and giving it to an insurance company. I wish we had that in Canada because my home insurance is off the charts. It's a mortgage payment every single month. All right. And not just for one, but for multiple homes. All right. Crazy stuff. So I'm excited about this for the real world society. This is something the real world can tap into. The real world cannot tap into health and nutritional products or credit repair courses or, cryptocurrency, or I'm not knocking those things. I'm just saying the real world doesn't want to hear about that stuff. They want to hear about life-changing lifestyle things we're suffering in now. So if you know any seniors, military families, single moms, stay-at-home parents, they will love you for life just for this one component. All right. So now let's take a look at the compensation plan. Just got to have a little drink here. No, it's not vodka, it's water. All right, compensation plan. You've heard all these rumors out there on the internet that we are the number one show in town. The truth is, yes, we are the number one company on the internet right now. I think we're probably averaging almost 3,000 people a day. That's not too bad. Close to, somewhere in there. I think a little bit more maybe. We use the marketing name Nitroline. And I see a lot of people don't know what Nitroline is. It's really funny when you see people in other companies try to comment and explain what a Nitroline is, and they don't even have a clue. It's kind of like, why are you even saying anything when you don't know what you're saying? It sounds just really strange hearing somebody try to explain what a Nitroline is when they don't have a clue. All as a Nitroline is two words taking out of the dictionary, Nitroline. I don't even know what a Nitroline is, to be truthfully honest with you. We could have called it popsicle stick. We could have called it broccoli and cauliflower. We could have called it carrot and potatoes, but we called it Nitroline. Why did we do it? Because Dubs and I are car collectors, and I have two vehicles that are running on nitrous oxide and do probably, quarter-mile racetracks in 8 seconds. So we thought nitro, fast and furious, Hollywood, right? From a marketing point of view, I'm giving you the psychology and telling you. So when you run into these potato heads out there on the internet to try to explain a Nitroline, they don't even know how compensation plans work. We have what's called a binary. It's just a binary. That's it. It's a two-legged binary. Now, the reason why we call it a Nitroline, I just told you, but we called the customization of the binary the Nitroline. You see, you have unilevels, you have stair-step breakaways, you have 2x matrices, 3x matrices, 5x5 matrices, you have unilevels, if I didn't say that, 3-tier systems, 4-tier systems. There's, straight line down lines, you've got binaries. To be truthfully honest with you, I could have dug out a really cool compensation plan, but the reason why we chose the binary for this is it's the only way to really maximize the potential of what some people call a power line. You really don't attach a power line to a unilevel, all right? You really don't attach it to a stair-step breakaway. You really don't attach it to a company that has ranks if you want to maximize the potential of it. If you see companies that have like silver, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, double diamond, I run far away from those type of companies now, all right? So what I look for is I say, how can I help the smallest denominator in a business make money? Well, at the beginning of this presentation, I talked about having the edge, and the edge is this. We customized the software, and I'm going to talk to you about how this software is customized, and I'll explain to you how it works. So we have a binary. When you first come into the business opportunity, it all starts with you, and then you are given 2 legs, a left and a right, and we nicknamed them Nitroline. Again, could have been cabbage and potatoes, pepperoni and anchovy. We called it Nitroline. Okay, so you have a left and you have a right. And with the left and the right, it's 2 who get 2. So you have 2 Nitrolines, and then they get 2, it becomes 4 Nitrolines. Who get 2, it becomes 8 Nitrolines. Who get 2, it becomes 16 Nitrolines, 32 Nitrolines, 64 Nitrolines, 128 Nitrolines, so 256, 512, 1024, you have 1024 Nitrolines. Exactly the same as a 2x-something matrix. Exactly the same. It's just that you can make more money in a binary than you can in a matrix. All right? And that can't really be debated unless you don't know what you're talking about. So exact same thing, 2x all the way down, right? But a matrix builds from left to right. Therefore, the power line system is kind of mythical to some degree. Okay? It works, but it doesn't work to infinite. All right? Like, you're going to get cut off at the 12th level, 14th level, 20th level. 8th level, depending on where the matrix is. And that's okay. That'll pay for your groceries and pay for your rent. But this will pay for a big lifestyle. There's a big difference between $2,000 a month, $25,000 a week. Left team, right team, here we go. Let's say you have a little small, tiny team, just a baby little team here of people, and you have your right and your left leg, right? And let's say you only generate in your left leg because it pays, a binary pays on the weak leg, the lesser leg, the lesser leg. Let's say you only did, and most of you are already here already. Let's say most of you only did like $1,020 in volume. We could probably learn how to do that in a half an hour. But you only do 1,020 points in volume, okay? Based on $69.95 sales with 60 business volume, okay? CV. You can actually go CV. So you get 25% of that because that's the lesser leg. The right team did 1,500, so the system calculates 25%, $15 a person, or sales, 25% of 1,020, there's $255. You got 100 leads, you got a lead store, you got everything else. You're doing great. All right. And that's only on 1,020. Just imagine if that was 10,000 in volume. And some of you are probably at like 30 or 40 now. All right. So anyhow, that's only $255 with just a few people in your team. All right. That's the beautiful thing. We're not paying out 25 cents. We're paying out real money. 25 cents is for a telephone booth. Okay. Let's keep this real. All right. So check this out. There's 5 ways to make money here. 5 ways to make money here. Sorry, I just have to delete something here. Boom. 5 ways to make money. We have a matching bonus. So in the binary system, we have a matching bonus. Some of you have personally sponsored over 300 people. Some of you have personally sponsored over 70 people. Some of you personally sponsored over 15 people. Well, when they activate come launch date, expect a 10% matching bonus on their income. Oh my God. Pay your house off in 2 months. All right. 10% matching bonus on 300 people. Thank me later. 3-tier fast start bonus. Very first $69.95 pays out 3 tiers. Okay. Pays out 30. Level 1, 5, level 2, 5, level 3, plus. All right. There's some other, we got the global loyalty bonus pool, whatnot. We have the accelerated dual team bonus. I just showed you that. Binary with a nickname called Nitroline, which totally messes up all the outsiders in the industry trying to figure out what's that Nitroline program out there? What are they doing? They're copying us. No, you're copying us. We brought this out in 2015. Thank you very much. And 2000. Okay. Lead store customer bonus. Lead store customer bonus. You get to retail leads from your store and make money. I remember when I had my company, I sold $91 million in courses on the internet. Russell Brunson was one of my students. I have no problem telling you that. Jack Canfield, the author, was one of my students. I have no problem telling you that. Anyone that was anyone was one of my students. I don't mind telling you that. I'm the guy that pioneered high ticket for everyone to copy, including every name that you've heard in the industry in the last 30 years. I was doing this in 1988. Okay. Lead store bonuses. You ready for this? Lead store custom bonuses. You're going to be able to retail, put that money in your pocket. I remember when I was doing Mentors in Motion, I would be paying $11,000 a week for leads for my clients. All right. It was awesome. Money to be made in leads. Anyone that tells you there's not, all my friends that own lead companies today have 3 or 4 houses and are all driving Bentleys. Leads are where it's at. Don't let anyone tell you any different. All right. Never take advice from broke people. The Nitroline. Let's talk a little bit about this. What's it all about? Okay. That's the nickname. All right. Automated marketing system, really powerful. I like to call this the NOS marketing system, nitrous oxide system. All right. What we're doing here is we're doing the right things that other companies should be doing. With this marketing system, you don't charge people, when they come in. You want to give people the opportunity to test drive. So what we call them is tour takers. We were calling them tour takers back in 2000, calling them tour takers in 2015, and we're calling them tour takers now. We're basically lining people up for a free position. It's like a real estate agent, open house. Come take a look at the house, walk through it, and if you like it, ask questions, evaluate, assess, get it inspected, and then you can open your wallet up if you like the home good enough. That's how marketing should be done on the internet. It's not. What we do is we get sucked into these MLMs, and then they say, oh, well, don't worry about it. Yeah, you have to use your credit card and buy it now, but it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No, thank you. Give me the damn product for free, and I'll tell you if it's any good. I'll pay for it if it's not. If not, then I'll send the bottle back empty. That's how I feel, all right? Just me, but that's me. So anyhow, what I'm telling you is we're revolutionizing the way marketing is done. Marketing has to change. There's our lead capture pages right there. There's our back office right there. And it's going to be smoking hot in 30 days. Wait till you see this. I mean, what you're seeing right now is nothing. What you're seeing right now is just like, you know, a little bit of concrete. Wait till you see it built out. We also have recognition. We also have live feeds. If you take a look at that picture in the right corner, it says $10,271. So what'll happen is that's the grand total of earnings that person has made since they've been in the program. So they will be automatically registered as a $10,000 club member. They'll have a trophy that signifies that. There you're seeing 20,000 as an illustration. So every time you ramp up 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000 in gross, income, it's going to totally rock for you big time. You're going to see recognition there as well. We're looking at doing some great things together too, as far as trips and stuff down the road, so we can all meet up face to face, belly to belly, eyeball to eyeball. I'm totally tired of this Zoom stuff. I'd love to see you guys all in Atlantis. We can have a party, and Mark will bring his potatoes from Idaho. That'll be pretty cool. All right. So anyhow, let's take a look at this Nitroline, man. Let's take a look at this Nitroline here. This is really cool. So why would I say no, I'm not interested? I don't know. Maybe I was on the wrong medication that day. All right. And I really mean that to be true. Okay. Come in for free. Even if you don't like us, even if you think, we're arrogant or cocky or whatever, and that kind of offends you, blow your nose, get over it, do the right thing, get into the program, honestly. All right. And I really mean that to be true. There's a lot of great things happening here. It's not about personalities. It's about learning how to execute and become great. Okay. All the positions are free. You can sit there for free for I believe 90 days before you ever get purged and never have to spend a dime. You'll have a back office. You'll be able to promote. You'll be able to see an organization grow under you. If you decide to work with your upline, make things happen. Everyone gets to come in free. All right. So there's John, and then further down is you. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So someone below you decides to go to work and start bringing some people in, right? It's time to bring some friends in, and they're bringing them in free. So you go to your back office, and there's a whole bunch of free people that you see, wow, I've got about 342 people free underneath me. So what does that mean? It means there's 342 tour takers that are assessing and evaluating. And because we're using the number one stimulation in the human psyche called fear of loss, this is what makes this whole program effective. If this mechanism wasn't in this program wouldn't be anything. And that's why other programs on the internet aren't anything in most cases. It's this customized software, what you're witnessing right here with your eyes. This is the key to the whole business right there. There's you. 342 people come in behind you. So what's going to happen? All right. So here's how we roll. Okay. Every Thursday, I'm talking slower. I usually talk fast. Every Thursday is the midnight cutoff. So today is Tuesday in North America, Wednesday in the Eastern Hemisphere. But Thursday night, New York time, 12 a.m., the system clicks, calculates, cuts off. It calculates everything. And what it does, this is the software that's genius. Very few programmers have ever built this system. It calculates and it sees who in that last week from Thursday to Thursday paid their $69.95. For the upline that didn't pay their $69.95 and they're still floating there in the life raft, just kind of, pretending they're in a pool on a raft and getting a suntan, forgot to, activate, you could have 42 people bypass you. They can pass you. So your downline can become your upline because you fell asleep and you got sunburnt. Okay. And now you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, I just lost out on $300-400 because you did not meet the Thursday to Thursday cutoff, 12 in the evening. So you're not going to let that happen again unless there's something seriously wrong, I would think. And so you're going to add some more friends. Other people are adding friends because it's free. 10 who get 10, 100. 100 who get 10 is 1,000. 1,000 who get 10 free signups, 10,000 people behind you. And what happens if 2,700 of those people choose to pay $69.95 to get their leads to help support their other MLM programs that are floundering right now? Well, you better make sure you pay your $69 because then they're going to stay behind you at that Thursday cutoff. You got 27 instant payments, 2,700 instant payments behind you, and that's money in your pocket, depending on the lesser leg. All right? That's a beautiful thing, folks. This is genius. I wish I was using this software like 44 years ago. I wouldn't be on this call tonight. I probably own an island in the Pacific. All right, just relaxing. So this is the software that you're going to see a lot of companies come up with. They have to, because if they don't, they're going to get left behind. We need something that's going to create momentum in the industry. The industry is dead. It's quiet. There's nothing out there right now except for maybe 2 or 3 companies. And right now we just passed the other one that you all know of. Okay. They don't have the same growth we have. That's just the way it is. I can't help that. All right. So Thursday cuts off. Boom. You level up. You're smart. You're being a responsible business owner. You understand, that you're in the game for real. And then $69.95, you have to have it whack. You can set it in your back office when we launch. You can set it that you don't want your credit card used. Just take it out of my commission. So you have a commission check waiting there for like $12,842. Let them take the $69.95 out of that. And it's an automatic pilot. You never have to worry about that ever again. You can go on vacation for 10 months and not worry about whether or not I forgot to put my credit card information, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just allow things to take place. All right. It's really, really cool. We also take crypto in, we pay crypto out. Pretty exciting. Crypto in, crypto out. And then the other thing is fiat currency in, fiat currency out. Pretty awesome stuff, eh? People love this stuff. So you've leveled up, you're locked in, and you're laughing all the way in your Hip City Pocket Bank. Sorry, let me just click on that. So just to kind of go back and reiterate on this, $69.95 every single month. Thank God it's not $100 a month auto ship. A lot of those programs are getting tougher to build. $69.95 a month, magical number, great for the international community, great for third world countries right now. They love it. Digital Hack Library, we are global, every country in the world, digital product, no red tape, no borders to worry about, no shipping and handling. We're here to take care of people. We're not putting them in debt. All right. Shipping and handling is just like, it kills people. Digital Hacks Library, you're going to love it. 9th degree black belt school in the art and science of owning people. We got leads, the lead store, link in bio. What if we could save you $10,000 to $12,000 a year just because you use our apps? What makes our apps so different from other companies? Nothing. But what makes our system so unique is that we have training videos showing people like myself. I'm almost a senior. Totally useless. I don't know how to work this stuff. My brain's not trained for this, but thank God for Dubs, because he's created educational video tutorials to show people like myself how to simply walk through, set it up, maximize my potential with the app. I don't even know how to work Google Play Store. I just ask Tracy or I ask my daughter for help all the time. I don't have time to learn these things. I just want it done now without learning. All right. I don't mind going to the bank, but I just don't want to be sitting there learning all this technology. But now we've got the video tutorials to make it easy. And again, that's just me. And there's a lot of other seniors out there in the world that don't know how to do these things and need help. Other companies don't have these video tutorials to step-by-step walk them through, or customer support to help them out when they're stuck. These things are really important, people, in catering to other network marketers. Okay. So I don't know if I'm missing anything, Tracy. There's a lot of stuff going on in my head as usual, as you know, but, get back to the person that put you on this call. 2 things I will say. You're on this call right now. Make sure you sign up for free. There's nothing to worry about. Make sure you get in our Facebook group. We have a fabulous Facebook group. You want to see marketing material, get in there. Dubs is in there. Like, I don't know if he's got OCD or what, but man, the guy's in there like 12 times a day, putting gems in there. I pay $69.95 a month just to be in the Facebook group to see what Dubs is putting out. And I'm putting out a couple of things too that very few people in the industry teach as well too. I can do these things too. And we're going to rock it out. So you want to be a part of something that could, retire you and your family for a number of years and set up your children for life and your grandchildren for life, you'll love this if that's the case.